and welcome to Jesus Christ Prison Ministry and another video Bible study. Our topic, Deuteronomy chapter 23. No one who has been emasculated by crushing or cutting may enter the assembly of the Lord. No one born of a forbidden marriage, nor any of his descendants, may enter the assembly of the Lord, even down to the 10th generation. No Ammonite or Moabite or any of his descendants may enter the assembly of the Lord, even down to the 10th generation. Who were the Ammonites? Who were the Moabites? They were the descendants of Lot, brought about by an illicit engagement between Lot's daughters and himself. That illicit activity brought about a nation of people who did not care about the commands of God and being obedient to Him. This is why in our own lives we must be very careful who we associate with, who we allow into our lives. If people are willing to change their lives, of course. But if they are not, the Bible is very plain. We must exclude them from our company or our assembly. For they did not come to meet you with bread and water on your way when you came out of Egypt, and they hired Balaam, son of Beor, from Pethor in Aram Naharaim, to pronounce a curse on you. However, the Lord your God would not listen to Balaam, but turned the curse into a blessing for you, because the Lord your God loves you. We don't have to worry about what other people think or say or do to us. If we are living the perfect, righteous, holy life, God will bless us. All you have to do is simply keep on God's side, and He is your great reward, and He will be your shield. This ministry, God loves this ministry because it teaches His teachings. It promotes Jesus and Jesus only. And I don't have to worry about those who hate this ministry because they don't love God. Oh, they go to church. Oh, they praise big songs and they claim to be Christian, but they hate this ministry because we're doing the duty of God of pointing out sins so they can change, but they don't want to change. Therefore, those that love this ministry, promote it, teach it, support it, oh, God loves them. And He will turn whatever curses that have been given you into blessings. Do not seek a treaty of friendship with them as long as you live. Do not abhor an Edomite, for he is your brother. Do not abhor an Egyptian, because you lived as an alien in his country. The third generation of children born to them may enter the assembly of the Lord. The Egyptians, to begin with, were kind to the Israelites. They were good to Joseph. They were good to Abraham and his descendants, until a king rose up and decided to use them as slaves. The Edomites are the descendants of Esau, who were literally brothers of Jacob. When you are encamped against your enemies, keep away from everything impure. In today's world, as you leave your home to go out against the world, to fight the battles of making a living and living, okay? Keep away from everything impure. If one of your men is unclean because of a nocturnal emission, he is to go outside the camp and stay there. But as evening approaches, he is to wash himself, and at sunset he may return to the camp. When we sin, we need to move away from the assembly of God so that the sin will not be contaminating to them. We need to change our lives, purify ourselves, and then come back into the camp. Designate a place outside the camp where you can go to relieve yourself. As part of your equipment, have something to dig with. And when you relieve yourself, dig a hole and cover up your excrement. For the Lord your God moves about in your camp to protect you and to deliver you from your enemies. Your camp must be holy, so that he will not see among you anything indecent and turn away from you. How is your camp? How's your home? How are your thoughts? Are you holy? Do you have anything indecent? Okay? Do you watch programs that are indecent? Jokes? Pornography? Okay? The things of the world that make light of God and Jesus Christ. We need to cleanse our bodies, our minds, our homes, so that the Spirit of God can dwell within them. He is holy. If a slave has taken refuge with you, do not hand him over to his master. Let him live among you wherever he likes and in whatever town he chooses. Do not oppress him. No Israelite man or woman is to become a shrine prostitute. You must not bring the earnings of a female prostitute or of a male prostitute into the house of the Lord your God to pay any vow, because the Lord your God detests them both. God is adamant. Our bodies belong to him. And unless you are married, only that person are you to share your body with. This is very important. The world today has made light of God's creation, the body of God, and therefore the world is going downhill. There's no more respect. Since there's no respect for ourselves personally, we have none for anybody else. God is coming to destroy this world. If you want to live eternally, you need to get back to God and live according to his rules. Do not charge your brother interest, whether on money or food or anything else that may earn interest. You may charge interest to a foreigner, but not a brother Israelite, so that the Lord your God may bless you in everything you put your hand to in the land you are entering to possess. We're to be a blessing to people, not a curse. We're to help people, not extract everything we can from them. We're to give. If you make a vow to the Lord your God, do not be slow to pay it, for the Lord your God will certainly demand it of you, and you will be guilty of sin. But if you refrain from making a vow, you will not be guilty. It is better to keep our mouths shut than to be flapping them. Oh, well, that was just a mistake. No. God will judge us by our words. Be very few in your words. Whatever your lips utter, you must be sure to do, because you made your vow freely to the Lord your God with your own mouth. Therefore be still. Keep your mouth shut. Learn to listen more than speak. If you enter your neighbor's vineyard, you may eat all the grapes you want, but do not put any in your basket. If you enter your neighbor's grain field, you may pick kernels with your hands, but you must not put a sickle to a standing grain. In other words, we're to be of a help. Okay, if a person's hungry, he could come through your fields and eat. But he couldn't take with him a basket full of your stuff. That would be stealing. But what he needed right now to satisfy hunger or thirst, we are to give to those who need. I pray that today you will look around your encampment, your home, your life. Look inside deeply. Is there anything there that will keep God from coming in? Let us clear out all the idols and all the things of this world, and let us purify ourselves so that God may dwell with us. Thank you for being with me and Jesus Christ for another video Bible study.